Hey guys, what is going on? Carter here. I have got an interesting knife to show you guys. This is a Carson Tech Labs Exorcist folder, I believe, is the name of the folder. It's actually not labeled anywhere on here, and I am not going to go back through my emails and remember what the model is, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that, the Exorcist folder, something along those lines. It is made by a company called Carson Tech Labs, and they are from China. Yep, they are from China, and they produce high-end folding knives. And by high-end, I mean they have all of the finishing touches, all of the materials, the quality, everything that you'd expect from a high-end folder, but it is produced in China. They have actually came out with a number of very innovative designs, not only visual designs, but mechanical designs. One of those is featured on this knife here. This is a mid-sized flipper. It's about a 3.5-inch blade. Man, I love the lines on this thing. I think it is frickin' sexy as all hell. Just the handle shape, the blade shape, everything involved. Comes with a beautiful mirror polished edge. You don't see that from factories too often. It has a coated stonewash blade. I forget what the coating's called, but it is some sort of applied coating. And then let's see if we can get a kind of a close-up here. And then it has a light stonewash on top of it, so it kind of gives it a nice muted gray type look to it. It does say Carson right up here, very faintly. Camera is not wanting to pick that up though. You can kind of see something up there. Maybe it'll show when I actually upload the video. It has titanium handles, milled pattern inside there. Has standoffs, barrel spacers right there. On the back, titanium pocket clip. You can see the really cool milled out portion for the lock bar relief, as well as this kind of trademark design they do in the lock bar cutout. Oversized pivots. It appears to run on a bushing system. I say that because it actually had a slight bit of side to side when I first got it. So I went to tighten the pivot here, and I found out, I kept tightening it and it went away, but it didn't get any, the action didn't get any stiffer, so I cranked on it all the way. All the blade play is completely gone, all of the slight wiggle it had, and yet you cannot tighten this down and freeze up the blade, put extra stress on the blade. So it's got to have some sort of bushing type system. It also has bearings inside. Super smooth. You can see there, closes on the weight of its blade. Perfectly centered. Everything is nice and chamfered. All around here, kind of crowned on the spine there. It's got this nice harpoon, instead of having the harpoon point kind of up here, it's actually kind of laid back here. Uses the thumb studs, which are functional thumb studs, as the blade stop. The detent is calibrated perfectly, flies open, and you cannot shake the blade out. I have yet to be able to shake the blade out. I haven't tried that hard, but you know what I mean. Stonewashed handles, titanium like I mentioned before, nice thick slab. Got some good jimping on the back of the flipper for a good purchase. This right here is just the stop pin in the closed position. It does not act in the open position. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the feature that's on this knife. And that is right here. You can see how this slides down. So basically what that does is it locks the lock bar in the open position. So without using these little teeth right here to push down and move over the lock bar, it will not fully move over. It will not disengage. It actually slides underneath the oversized pivot here and will not allow that to unlock. Sorry, brain fart there. I was thinking ahead of myself and got confused. I guess that's what getting old is. The over travel stop is actually part of this mechanism on the inside, so it has a little milled out pocket right here that the tab goes in. And one thing that's cool is once you move this down, move it over, the tab goes into the milled out pocket and it prevents the this from riding all the way up, so it doesn't actually hit the pivot. It's not fully down, but it's also not fully extended, and then when you open the blade, pops into place, pops underneath here, and keeps it from being unlocked. So pretty cool. It does take a minute to get used to unlocking it, but as you can see, once you do get used to it, you can pretty much, you know, just unlock it all day without really any problems. Sometimes you might slip a little. You know, I don't know. It's exciting to see stuff like this, and it's cool, but at the same time, I think I would be fine without it on this particular knife. I don't really need that or worry about the blade coming unlocked, assuming that it's designed correctly. I'm not too concerned with blades disengaging themselves, especially, you know, when you're talking about negative force being pressed on the blade, which, you know, it really shouldn't be. So I would prefer that to actually not be on there, but it is kind of cool. It's a cool concept. There's been numerous companies that have tried to make something similar that keeps it locked, like the Lion Steel circle that you actually have to manually lock into place. Then there's the CRKT auto lock system, where you have another little lever over here that you need to press in order to allow the knife to be disengaged. This one's pretty cool because it combines your normal unlocking movement with just a slight adjustment on your part to disengage the secondary lock there. So pretty cool, very nice knife, made very, very well, and super smooth, and it is brand new, just out of the box, so it's only going to get smoother. No blade play, locks up tight. Pretty cool knife. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things coming from this company. One thing that they've produced that I have found to be really cool, I haven't bought one because it's a little too pricey for me, is their Evo line of folders. It's kind of their oversized, large frame locks, you know, their big beefy version. This one here is a little bit slimmer. You know, it's still a stout knife. It's still, you know, a good medium-sized tactical type blade, but their Evo folder is even larger, big and beefy. But what they did is they actually put a button on this side that goes through the blade and unlocks the frame lock on the other side. So you don't actually push on the frame lock this way. You press the button, which pushes the frame lock open and allows you to close the blade. So that is definitely cool. It's that kind of thinking that Carson is trying to push and trying to create a name for themselves with some of these very interesting knife innovations in the folding knife world. They've also produced an integral folder, a few others that they've done, as well as a fixed blade. So worth checking out for sure. I think you're going to hear a lot more from them. What this actually reminds me of is when Shirogorov first came over to this country, you know, a number of years ago. They were unknown, and now they are the cat's meow. So I have a feeling that these Carsons are going to follow suit. The only obstacle they have is being a China-produced knife. Kind of puts them low on the totem pole in terms of, particularly with the U.S., in terms of popularity with people here and trusting them being quality knives. But we'll see how it plays out, guys. Hopefully they keep making some good knives, and I definitely would like to pick up another one if I can. Alright, guys, that's it. Talk to you later. I'm out of here.